Hey everybody, I have returned. It is I, Joseph Rothschild, aka MBT, and it is now time for round 3 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Quarantine series. Uh, I'm very excited to present this next one. I'm just checking real quick to see if I'm muted. Thank goodness I'm not. Ugh. You do it once and then you never do it again. That's how it works, chat, right? That's why I've never done it again. It's never happened. We are specking a couple of individuals that you were all very specific about wanting to see. Unfortunately, the Mecha Phantom Beast link is playing someone we have already spectated, so we are going to go for a second. I'm going to show you Giant Skyhawk on a really interesting, exciting brew. It is a Paleozoic Dinosaur list. Now, for those of you who have never seen this build of the deck, it is a more control-style dinosaur list than existing ones. Basically, it uses the fact that, in fact, Overraptor is an unfair card to its advantage, along with things like Lost World and Paleozoic Morella. So I'm very excited to watch that happen. We've had a significant amount of X2 drops as well, and as a result, the rest of the individual games should go much, much faster. The individual that Skyhawk is playing against is Lily Coyote, who is on Cyber Dragon, of all things. This is Cyber Dragon at XO, so I'm very excited to see what they are doing with this archetype that has made it so powerful. They have just both made it into the game, so I'm going to let them know that I'm ready, and then we are going to pop over to that. Let me just change the individual names, as I am wont to do, and then the pair of us will enter into the world of Cyber Dragonery. Alright. Well, that one is a little off-center, but should be close enough for government work. Alright, round 3 begins now. Alright, so we've got Skyhawk on Dino and Lily Coyote on Cyber Dragon. Now, one of the things I like about Cyber Dragon is that it just has, in these open-ended metagames, the ability to do almost anything. You aren't able to spend a lot of resources on any individual strategy in the side deck. The one reason that you'd play Cyber Dragon is it has the ability just to negate all of that advantage your opponent is going to get from the extra deck by linking their stuff away. Ooh, and it looks like Giant Skyhawk is going to get Ash Blossomed as he attempts to activate Pot of Extravagance. Well, that's no big deal for the boy, because really Overraptor is the card you want to resolve anyway, but ooh, sometimes the Lost World version of this deck just ends on 3 trap cards. Now, don't think that this is it for Skyhawk. I've seen him win, against me, in fact, against exactly this setup. Like, 3 really powerful spell and trap cards will go a long way, especially if one of them is Metaverse. Alright, so it looks like the Cyber Dragon player is leading with a Noxter, reborning a copy of Cyber Dragon, and so on and so on. So from here, of course, I'm like Cyber Dragon Sieger. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I don't believe in German as a language. This card is incredibly powerful. It's a Cyber Dragon, which is important for a number of reasons, but more importantly, it facilitates OTKs, especially on empty boards. Unfortunately, the board is going to get a little more empty than I think Lily was expecting, because one of these set cards is Compulse. And here's the normal summon Cyber Dragon Core. Yikes, this is a rough one. Cyber Dragon Core is a card that you don't really want to be expending removal on. Infinite Impermanence is a fine way to prevent its effect from activating, but it's still just so powerful in the graveyard, really anywhere. And oh my gosh, an Overload Fusion as well. That might be the end of the game. We've got the necessary material to make some extremely powerful monsters here, and that's the one I was afraid of, Chimeratech Rampage Dragon. So when this card is Fusion Summoned, summoned, you can destroy spells and traps on the field equal to the number of materials used for the summon, and then you can send 2 light machines from your deck to the graveyard once per turn. For each additional light machine you send from the deck to the graveyard, the card gets an additional attack during the battle phase. So Skyhawk is going to take a whole heap of damage. Now, notably, it won't be all the damage in the game, but it will be a fair amount. Whoa! And oh no! Shade Brigandine into final card Nibiru. Oh, wow. And the way that Brigandine works, it will not be destroyed by this Rampage Dragon. Whoa, what a bait. Now, unfortunately, this is a really big rock, but off the top Overraptor. Come on. Oh, gosh. All right, well, that's just the, that's just the skill you have to master in order to, play Dinosaur. Draw Overraptor on resolved board states. Yikes. Let's see if we can get some PPG Yu-Gi-Oh! Rock emojis in the chat, if there are any lingering subs after a month of not streaming. Here's one of the cards that makes this archetype so powerful. Time Thief Redoer. It allows you to just pop all the way off. I mean, Cyber Dragon likes to take advantage of their opponent's monster sitting in the extra monster zone, and Redoer does not do that. Likely this is just going to be a removal spell for the token, and a way to get it outside. What do we pick up? Oh, it's a Cyber Dragon core. That's a good one. Alright, I'll accept Far for Rock. You got it. Alright, looks like, in fact, Skyhawk did not respect the core, and we are going to just link away the Redoer. After that, we're going to add that copy of core back to hand, and yikes, things are looking very, very bad for this guy, man. That's odd. So, Cyber Dragon, a deck that's adept at pushing OTKs, unfortunately doesn't have an out to the Rock, and the Rock doesn't have an out to the Rock token, but only its defensive stat. This is a very weird board state for 2 different OTK decks. Another Overraptor! Are you kidding me? I may have missed he added the Overraptor to hand. If that's the case, I apologize, chat. You can't expect me to pay attention to the game state. Overraptor as a way to search Overraptor is so absolutely pog. It's just a fantastic way to just recycle advantage on board states that are resolved. TMT on ice barriers when? I don't know. I don't think you can spin tokens. It's gonna depend on the specific text on Time Thief Redoer. So it says, place 1 face-up card your opponent controls on the top of the deck. Yeah, you probably can't do that. Contact Fuse can use face downs. Just not respecting it. Oh, so we're just going directly to battle phase then. We'll walk over the Mega Fleet. It looks like we don't have the necessary material to really get anything out of this, oh, not those. Out of this, come on. Come on. Hey, come on. Hey, come on. There we go. The necessary material to get anything out of this miscellaneous source. A Veer. Wow, really deep on Cyber Dragons. So we are going to use Cyber Dragon Veer and Cyber Dragon Core in order to special Veer. And then we're probably going to search, I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say the Trap card here. We've got a ton of targets. That would be an easy way to simplify this board state. He did search it off the off the first one, I see. Can't really expect MBT to focus on the game state. Exactly, yeah. Oh, and we're going to go for Repair Plant, I believe that is. And we'll know in a second because it'll be activated. No UCT? We don't have the material yet. There's Repair Plant. So this is going to go ahead and add a Light Machine monster from the deck to the hand. He's going to get Galaxy Soldier. That seems fine, but unfortunately we don't really have a way to get both Galaxy Soldiers onto the field. Oh, unless we do that. Okay. So if this card's sent to the graveyard, you can add a Cyber Dragon from your deck to your hand. If this card's summoned, you can add a copy of Galaxy Soldier to your hand. It's actually any Galaxy monster, but Galaxy Soldier is usually the target. So we'll have the material necessary to discard for the second Galaxy Soldier, which will summon a copy of Cyber Dragon Nova, special back a Cyber Dragon, and then make Cyber Dragon Infinity. That's going to be 27. You'll take the Nibiru in the process. 21, 25, and 16 should lock it up. So unfortunately, this is not Master Rule 5. Oh, he's making Verte Anaconda. Oh no. The last part of this might be extremely powerful. Here comes Nova. And Nova, of course, will be bringing back a Cyber Dragon from the graveyard. I believe we have one. We have a Veer, which counts. You know what would be really good now? Cyber Dragon Infinity. I agree. And we're overlaying for CDI. Ooh, it's the new art. Who said this deck got nothing from Duov? Not me. Not me at all. Alright, so from here we're probably activating the effect of Verte Anaconda. Well, we can't summon anything for the remainder of the turn. I think we're just looking to OTK. Alright, there's Overload Fusion. He's got to have second Nibiru, yeah. But it's a little too late for that. Cyber Dragon Infinity will lock it up, I believe. And there is Chimeratech Rampage Dragon number 2. So we're going to activate the effect of Rampage Dragon, send a couple of light monsters to the graveyard, and from this position, it is an easy amble towards victory, I believe. Whoa, come on, boy! Switch that Primal Being token to attack position. What are you afraid of? Wait, did he miss lethal as a result of that? Oh no! Oh no, I think he's just slightly off! No! Oh, don't give Skyhawk another turn! Oh no! Alright, Skyhawk. Well, if there's one deck that can bring it back from a position like this, it has got to be Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. If you just have UCT, you can make it now. Alright, we're going to Miscellaneousaurus. Let's see if this fetches the Infinity. It does. Oh no. If there's a UCT in that hand... We've got 3 dinos in there. Ooh, a Giant Rex also might be enough. Could Giant Rex into the... Oh, this is so disgusting. Oh, this is crunchy. This is so crunchy. So in main phase 2, by attacking into this monster with only 100 more, we're going to be able to banish 4 from Miscellaneousaurus, get the 3rd copy of Oviraptor from deck, and that's the end of the game. I mean, this Oviraptor is going to be able to facilitate extremely strong combo setups, I believe, but Skyhawk would know better than me. So this will trigger Giant Rex in the Banish Zone as well. You know what would be good right now is Exciton Knight. I think Exciton Knight would be pretty strong. You might not even need Exciton Knight. Castell would be pretty good. Alright, so you can get Conductor here, if you like. You can get Conductor if you can get a, like, you could make 101 into Conductor, and then you'd have the necessary material in Graveyard. That probably is not very good. No, he searched Miscellaneousaurus, not Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. He's looking at the deck, I mean... Yeah, it's going to be the Conductor Tyranno, finally. Alright, so what Xyz... Oh, so we can go like Exciton, Effect, Gravity Controller, Conductor? That might do it. I don't know how much of that he's on, and I don't know how much is remaining after a Pot of Extravagance. Whoa! Looks bad. You have to pay 1,000 for Exciton? Please. Please, come on. We don't know what's in the extra because he banished so much, and I've seen Skyhawk's extra. It is not an extravagance board. He's like playing 11 different monsters. You should have to pay for Exciton, but no, you don't. Castell in defense position. Oh no. Oh, have I ever been here? What are we spinning? I guess that's a good one. I guess it's okay. Oh, yikes. Okay, so from here we can make Conductor Tyranno, but it's main phase 2. I mean, oh, that set card's gonna have to be something incredible. Whoa, that's weak. Oh, that's extremely weak. Alright, well, Extrav giveth and Extrav taketh away. We're gonna make Seeger here, pretty... I mean, it's hard to even... it's hard to make any conclusions about this board state, right? Like, there are very easy ways in which Lily wins, but we don't know what the set card is. Oh my god, that's such an early activation of Verte. We're going for Cyberload Fusion this time, and we're going to Morella in response. Oh no! Oh, Morella is the best card in Skyhawk's deck, and the Ash Blossom off the top. Are you kidding me? Whoa! Yeah, Baguska would be absolutely terrible here. Just miserably bad. Well, that's gonna be it then. Cyber Twin! We're gonna lose to Cyber Twin! Are you kidding me? Wait! Cyber Twin doesn't out this board? What's going on? Is he out of good targets? It says, I guess I'll Ultimate Conductor. Like it matters, you know? What is happening in this game? And now Skyhawk wins. It's as simple as that. What an extremely good, interesting game where everyone played perfectly and Cyber Twin Dragon made it on here. Oh my god. Setting Survival's End would have been bonkers. Yeah, that was I think the plan. No Seeger is GG. Yeah, apparently. And that'll trigger the effect of Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and that's going to be the end of the game. That's going to be the end of the game. Oh no. Alright, I guess we're siding now. How did that go so wrong for Lily? I'm dumbfounded. He needed Seeger to be able to attack over. He had no other option off of Cyberload Fusion than Twin? Oh man, I can't imagine that. I mean, it's certainly possible, but sheesh. Alright, well. Skyhawk once again proving it's very hard to rattle this individual. If there's one thing Skyhawk excels at that, like, no one else really does the way he does, it's he is a stoic player. It's really hard to knock him off his game. And even in games when he'll walk out and be like, I was shaking the whole time, he plays with, like, the nerves of someone who knows what they're doing at any given opportunity. Cyber Dragons and throwing games. Name a more iconic duo. That's true. Well, since I'm in quarantine, I'm going to water my plants. Beautiful. All right. And name a more iconic duo, Extravagance and getting Ash Blossomed. Well, this time he's got everything. You're going to get to see just how powerfully this deck can pop off, even when it's missing half of its extra deck. Here we go. Soul Eating Overraptor into Lost World, and Ash Blossom afterwards. To those asking for the link to the playlist, it's just a NCS playlist on YouTube. All right. So we're going to Soul Eating Overraptor for a Miscellaneousaurus into the graveyard. We're going to trigger the effect of Lost World, and unfortunately, Soul Eating Overraptor does not have to target a dinosaur monster on your side of the field. It can target the token on your opponent's side of the field, and unfortunately for Lily Coyote, targeting the token triggers the replacement effect of Lost World, and he's able to not destroy the token as a result of Conductor or Overraptor's effect. He's able to trigger Lost World's effect and destroy a card in his deck. It looks like he's destroying Giant Rex. Oh my god, we're going all the way off. So next he's going to trigger the effect of Miscellaneousaurus, banishing it and Giant Rex for 2, likely Baby Ceresaurus. The next step is Giant Rex is summoned back to his side of the field, and Baby Ceresaurus, if summoned off of a Miscellaneousaurus, will die at the end step. So this allows, at the very minimum, a rank 4, a end step activation of Baby Ceresaurus, likely for a 1 of Pancratops. Yep, and since we're seeing the Petit Pteranodon instead of the Baby Ceresaurus, it has a different search pool, level 4 or higher instead of level 4 or lower. It can get Pancratops specifically. All right, so we are going into Logia. Logia is so strong. And then we're going to set 1 card. I mean, there's just so many things that card could be that win the game immediately. Survival's End is really good. Morella is really good right here as well. Morella sending, or like Survival's End destroying my opponent's token is so strong. So right now, Lily Coyote can't target his opponent's monsters. He has a summon negated. There's a pop available on the side of the board for Skyhawk, and the set card could be anything. If you have a Linkuriboh in your deck, you gotta fire it off immediately. Like, get this token off your side of the field. It is critical to ensuring you don't lose to something like a flipped Survival's End. Ooh, chat's absolutely right. The Jureg token also turns off Cyber Dragon's summons. So you'll have to tribute summon a Cyber Dragon if you want it. He's moving it to attack position. Don't do that. No, 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 no. Don't go to battle phase. No, he'll protect it with the effect of Lost World. No. Oh, I feel so bad. This is going to end very poorly for Lily. Oh, maybe he's aiming to use something like an evenly matched here, but you won't have an empty board. I apologize. He's going to replace it with Lost World and then activate the graveyard effect of Baby Ceresaurus for an Overraptor, which will affect in damage step. Oh, I hate this. Dr. Love, thank you for the subscription. All right, there's Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Skyhawk has his sets on the end of this game. Does not want it to last very much longer. To those of you saying he needs to shotgun the effect of Logia to get any value out of it, I'm sure he would have. Oh man, I just don't know what you do from here. Let's get some MBT reads in chat. We're going to tribute summon the Cyber Dragon. Yep, you got to do what you got to do. Of course, you have to negate that if you are, if you're Skyhawk. Yeah, that's got to be it. The best set card it could possibly be is Overload, but even that's only okay. Skyhawk thinking real quick about if he wants to Pancratops it. The thing about Overload is it does get to float if you pop it, which it was. Overflow, I apologize. But, you know, getting it to float doesn't really matter if you're turning off the pop effect. Well, that's going to be it, I believe. 6,100, 19 plus 18 plus 35. Yeah, that's gonna do it. All right, I believe it is time for Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Do we have the material? Ugh, we very much do. Just depends on what he wants to play around. I don't think there's anything in Cyber Dragon you're very afraid of, but then again, who knows? Oh, we're going to normal summon an Overraptor. And just draw 2 Overraptors every game. Who cares, Skyhawk? Oh, we're going to Ash Blossom the Overraptor. Okay. Oh, we just summon Conductor Tyranno here, right? That's just the end of the game. Yep. Looks like that's what Skyhawk's doing. There's UCT, and oh boy, that's going to be a lot of damage. In before Battle Fader, I think this board actually beats Battle Fader. We're going to trigger Giant Rex as well. Ugh. We could make like Appaloosa if we wanted. I don't think there's a reason to. That was 3 summons, so Nibiru isn't even available. Yeah. Yep, and taking as few actions as possible to wrap this up with a minimum amount of interaction from his opponent. And Skyhawk walks away with a clean 2-0 victory playing his trademark dinosaurs. Wow, I mean, that was really something. I always like watching Skyhawk put on a clinic. That was a little frustrating because I think he very easily could have lost that first game if his opponent had just like played a little bit differently, switch the token to attack position, etc. But second game was just a clinic on what this deck does best. This version of Dino is such a strong, just an absolute house of a control style strategy that very few decks can stack up to it, even when those decks actively are trying to capitalize off of something like leaving a Logia in the extra monster zone. So that's going to be it for me. That's the end of round 3 of our tournament. We're almost halfway through Swiss. Almost. I mean, we are halfway through Swiss. I've got a ton of reports lighting up my my mentions on Discord. So I wouldn't expect to be gone for more than probably about 10 minutes. Stick around, and I will see you very shortly.